And welcome everyone back to the channel. I am Zach, your host, here on the Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel. And yeah, you're probably wondering why you're not getting a Mandalorian review. Well, my Mandalorian reviews aren't getting great numbers, and this show's new. And honestly, I just really want to talk about it. And yeah, I can do that. It's my channel. I will get back to Mandalorian reviews. Don't worry. But for now, I am talking WandaVision. I am talking episodes 1 and episode 2. So, what a show. That's the first thing I should probably say is, what a show. Finally got to watch this. It's almost a week late. Sure, that's fair. But I finally got to watch the first 2 episodes. Some people were fortunate enough to see the first 3 episodes. Lucky dogs. This show is definitely different. But to me, I think it's different for all of the right reasons. It's got a real, like, at least these first couple episodes have a real, like, 1950s, 1960s, television show, like sitcom show, your I Love Lucy's or your Carol Burnett's. Like, it's got that sort of vibe to it. Very goofy, very quirky. Especially that first episode, going from the first episode to the second episode, you definitely get a very heavy sitcom vibe from that era. And then in the second episode, stylization's just a little bit different. You can tell in the first episode they made sure it looked like it was live studio audience set. The way the camera shots were, how they never really did a lot of close-ups, but the shots were always more wide shots where you saw more in the frame, where in the second episode, you got more modern type of shots, more up close. You were outdoors, where in the first episode, you never really saw the outdoor setting. Everything was set in the house. And then, yes, the second episode was more traditional that you get now, I suppose, if that makes any sense. I'm not a camera person, a cameraman, so I'm not like what you would say professional, but I like the way that it varied. I like the vibe that the show was having. I like the fact that it was all in black and white for these first 2 episodes. I like how each episode was a self-contained episode, but they're dropping these little seeds of what's probably going to come in episode 3, going into 4 and 5 and so on and so forth, however many episodes they have this season. So I definitely enjoyed that. How it's so funny and everything's so goofy. And then, like in the first episode, when they're having the dinner and Mr. Hart is choking on his sausage or whatever, and his wife is just, stop it, ha 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 ha, stop it, and everything, like the sound drowns out, and it's almost like this ominous sound, and you see Wanda's like not sure what's happening, and even Vision to a point is like, this is weird, but you still get, like, it's just, and then they just snap back to ha ha ha, everything's okay. I don't know, it was interesting. I just liked the way that they filmed it. I liked the way that they did this show, and it's cool. It's cool to me. I don't know, it just, overall, it's pretty damn entertaining, and it is definitely different. Of course, this is the first Marvel Disney Plus show original that has come out. I'm still waiting for Captain America, Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I'm still waiting for that. Still want to see that. That's probably going to be next. But I think from what I've seen in these 2 episodes, definitely pretty cool. This is the official launch for Phase 4 of the MCU. That's cool. Yeah, I suppose I could say, yeah, that's cool. I don't know, it was cool. Like, I really definitely want to know what everyone else down below thinks about this episode. I think it's going to be 10 episodes, and that's cool. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I've said that a lot. Also, these were like 30-minute episodes, 37 minutes, and it went by so fast. There were a lot of little Easter eggs in the episodes. There's 2, I guess you could say, commercials. One is for a toaster from Stark Industries, and then the other is a watch that is got the Hydra logo on it. So it's like, oh, nice little nuggets here. And there's others. People pointed out something with the calendar. I didn't catch it. But just the way they did this overall is just damn entertaining. I really did enjoy this. I really did enjoy just the style of it, the feel of it, the look of it, the aesthetics of it. It's all great. Now I know that, they're in color at the end of this last episode, so it's obviously going to be different, but damn, it was good. Especially that last little bit from the first episode where you see they're going to their end credits, and that pans out, and now you're going through the screen, and there's someone with that organization. I can't think of what it's called. The one that Nick Fury is working on. If you know it in the comments, tell me. I just went brain dead. I could look it up, but I don't care. You see someone's watching it, and then you're hearing a voice calling for Wanda in the next episode. Wanda, what'd they do to you? And you're like, wait, what'd they do to her? What's going on? Now, this is supposed to connect to the next Doctor Strange movie, which Elizabeth Olsen is going to be in as Wanda. But her and Paul Bettany in this were so good. Elizabeth Olsen has definitely turned out to be the best actress of the Olsens. That is for sure. Paul Bettany's always really good. And him as Vision in this, you get to see a different side of Vision. He's not so serious. He's actually funny, and his comedic timing is really good. Their chemistry on the screen is really, really good. Like, I am highly impressed with this. And actually, I can't wait to sit down with Susie and watch these episodes with her. I think she'd really get a kick out of these. And you meet some characters who are obviously going to be in this series throughout. And I feel like from the trailers I've seen and what I've seen in the episodes so far, I feel like, they're going to take different takes from different movies or different TV shows of different eras, different decades, which could be cool. I'm not sure. I can't confirm that, but so far that's what it seems like. But this is really good. So real quick, I'll just kind of run through each episode and just kind of give my thoughts on the episodes. Like I said, they're very self-contained episodes. So let me get a drink here first. So like I said, the first episode, and they're just called episode 1 and episode 2. So that's cool. Nice black and white intro for like the Marvel Studios logo. And then the show opens, like I said, very 50s and 60s vibe. They're playing laugh tracks throughout these episodes. It starts off, they're looking at the camera or at the calendar, and there's like a heart on it, and they can't seem to remember what's going on for that day. They can't remember if it's, what it is. So he heads to work, and she's going to do the house stuff. And we end up meeting Agnes, who's the neighbor, and she introduces herself to Wanda, and they kind of start talking and getting to know each other. We end up seeing, Vision at work. He's definitely being an overachiever and talking to a coworker. He's like, you're like a machine. He's like, no, I am a human with biological this and that, just like you. And we meet his boss, who's super overbearing. He's just firing someone because he had dinner and he wasn't impressed enough. He's like, you want a promotion? Now you got to come and treat me with dinner. Everything's got to be perfect. So he's got a lot of pressure on him. So he calls Wanda. and he's freaking out. It's like, it's about the future with the company for me. And, he's like, you should impress the husband or the wife. And she's like, I should impress the husband. He's like, good, glad we're on the same page. Like, you are getting it. It has such a 50s TV show vibe where it's all this insanity is happening in this 30-minute period, and everyone's overreacting, and all the exaggerations are really big. Like, it's funny. And then it's when the old-timey commercial for the toaster pops up. So Wanda and Agnes are looking at this magazine about how to seduce your husband, and she's going over it. So when he gets home, she's trying to get him, but it turns out to be Mr. Hart, and they're just like, oh, well, that's, Sokovian, that's how they say hello. I forgot she's European. Ha ha ha. So he's like trying to understand them while she's trying to make food, but there's no food. So Agnes is bringing food, and she's trying to use her magic to make it, and she's still overcooking things or losing things. And, God bless Vision. He's trying his hardest to keep, everyone there and happy. And it's like, oh my goodness. So when we do see his wife, actually, let me pull this up real quick because I definitely want to look this up. WandaVision cast. My phone sucks.
The cast of the division.
No. WandaVision cast.
The cast of WandaVision includes Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany, and 14 others.
Evan Peters is going to be in this. I didn't know that. So Catherine Hahn, I couldn't remember her name. She plays the nosy neighbor / Agnes. I don't know why they changed her name. But Deborah Jo Rupp, who you guys will know, actually. She plays Kitty on That 70s Show. I just had to look her up. I couldn't help myself. But also Fred Melamede plays Mr. Hart. So that's cool. But we do meet some other characters. We get introduced to those. So that's that first episode. Sorry, guys. I'm also getting a message while I'm doing this. So excuse me. That's why I do this in this form. It's not as bad. So they do everything. They have the dinner. She gets it on last second, right as Vision's about to be fired. They're eating food, and they're talking, breakfast for dinner. That's impressive. And when they're eating, like I said, Mr. Hart starts to choke, and everything gets weird and drowned out. And you're like, dang, you feel very uncomfortable. Then everything snaps back. Wanda's just looking confused. And then they're asking me, oh, hey, how'd you two meet? Well, no, they asked how they met. And they couldn't come up with an answer, where they came from, how they met. And then he choked, and then everything was fine. And I'll talk to you tomorrow about that promotion. And they go on about their day. And then they, cuddle on the couch, and the show ends, and you get the end credits. But the end credits are, starring, Wanda, starring Vision. And then it pans out, and we just see someone writing notes, watching. And you're like, huh, that's weird. And that's how the show ends, and I'm just like, god damn. And it felt like this didn't even feel like a half hour. This felt like 20 minutes. It flew by so quickly, but I liked it. It was so quick, but still very entertaining. You're like, oh, wait, I can take a little bit more. So then we jump into the second episode, episode 2, where they get woke up to some thudding sound, and you see they're in the separate beds, because that's what they did in that point in time with, stuff. Everyone was separate. And, they don't really see anything, and they're talking, someone should go check that. Oh, yeah, you're right, someone should check that. And Wanda kind of moves the curtain, and you see a tree limb hitting, and they're like, oh, I think we handled that quite nicely. And the beds are together, so they make the beds into one, and they do, they put in innuendos that they're going to do something dirty. They're definitely taking shots at, well, not shots, but they're definitely taking cues from the shows of that era where it was wholesome family entertainment, but they would have these very, very hidden undertones, these little hints, winks, nods at the crowd, like, yeah, we know. I like how they did that. So then they have the opening for the second episode, which it reminded me of the show Bewitched. And even the first episode with how everything, was going with her trying to cook and everything, it had a very Bewitched vibe to it. You know what I mean? I used to watch that show a lot with my grandma when I was a kid. So Vision's working on, this being a magician for a talent show, and, they're talking about it and practicing and all this stuff, and then they hear some thudding again, and they go outside, but they don't see anything, and they come back inside. So she says she's gonna go. So he's gonna go talk to these people. So they go about their days, and she hears thudding. She comes back outside, doesn't see anything except for this little red plane, and it's the only thing that's got color, and it's got that logo again. For the life of me, I cannot remember what it's called. And I'm back. I had to take a second. Sword. It's Sword. I don't know why I couldn't think of it, but yes, Sword is the agency that you keep seeing the sign for. You saw it at the end of the first episode, and then you saw the emblem on this toy. And of course, then she gets spooked by Agnes, and they go to this little book club, whatever. They're meeting up about the fundraiser, the talent show. Do it for the kids. The way they said it's really weird. But she gets a bunny for the talent show. Wanda leaves it. Anyways, not even that important. So they go, and we meet Dottie, who's kind of this rich, bitchy lady. She's kind of an asshole, and the rest of the club, and she's a meanie, and she kind of talks down to people. Wanda meets Geraldine. They start to get together, so you can see instantly they're friends. Vision goes to his meeting, and they kind of like him, but they won't let him in because, he's not a part of the group, but he kind of makes his way in. They're all talking, and he ends up eating some gum, and it fucks up his inners. Okay. Wanda's talking to Dottie, and then we get the weird moment with the radio where you just hear, Wanda, what'd they do to you? And you're like, what the fuck? And then it blows up, and this glass breaks up in Dottie's hand, and everything goes back to ha ha ha, cheery, everything's great. And you're like, what the hell is happening here? And then we get to see the Hydra commercial for the watch. Then we see the talent show, and Vision shows up, and he's acting drunk, but you realize it's because that gum is down in his system. And I like how they did the cartoon version of that jumping in and everything. So that was, dropping in there and stuff with the smiley face on it. So he's acting drunk, and they're getting through the talent show, and he's doing things. He's legit floating and lifting things up, and Wanda's using her powers to make it look like it's all an illusion, a fake board. Oh yeah, we're using a rope for him to fly. Oh, you thought it was a piano, but it's just a cardboard cutout that looks real. Doing stuff like that, and she finds ways to get through it, and they end up winning the talent show for being hilarious. So you're like, oh, well, that's pretty cool, right? So then when they get back home, they're talking and kind of making fun of the whole thing, and they sit down and I'm starting to think here, and then all of a sudden, Wanda's pregnant. She's like, is this really happening? He's like, yes, it is. You hear another thud. So they go outside, and you see a manhole cover starts to open. And there's someone in a bee suit, and a whole bunch of bees show up. And Wanda just goes, no. And everything rewinds. Back to the moment they're standing in front of the couch, and she's pregnant. And she, again, is this really happening? It's like, it is happening. And they kiss, and now everything's turning back to color. And they're just in awe. And then you hear that voice pop up again as the end credits start to pop up. And then the episode ends. And that's where we get left off. So it's like they're dropping these little hints of something's going on. And it's not what, a lot of people thought maybe it's Wanda. Maybe Wanda set herself up in this world, but now it's like, or maybe she got sent here somehow. Like somehow she got tangled up in something and she's here. At least that's the vibe I'm getting, but I can't say for sure. So I don't know. I'm interested. I'm just happy and ready to just enjoy the thrill ride. I'm really interested in what all of you might think. Do you think that, maybe Wanda is a part of this, or maybe she's got this make-believe world and people are trying, like, hey, what's going on? Talk to us. Or do you think it's someone else has her there? It's definitely intriguing, and I'm very interested in seeing how it turns out and going from there. But, let me know down in the comments, you guys, what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. If you're not new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button, like and share this video. Follow us on our social media, YoBroNation at both Twitter and on Facebook. Also, real quick, I have my friend Jake. He comes on here a lot. He's January 30th, 2021. It's a Saturday. Bell time, 7:30 p.m. for all my wrestling fans in the area, or if you want to jump on Facebook, 6:30 p.m. the doors will open. Impact Pro Wrestling Awakened. Jake is chasing the World Championship. Come on down there, check him out, work with him, support him, I suppose. Check it out. Show looks like it could be pretty cool, and the card is starting to stack up. You guys can go check that out at facebook.com/Impact Professional Wrestling. So go check it out. Should be a doozy. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Stay safe, guys. Just be good. So yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, guys. Love on each other. And above all else, join the nation. I'll talk to you guys later. Yo, Bro Nation. Join us at TeePublic.com/YoBroNation for all new merch lineup like the Recess Still Ain't Old, the Yo Bro Nation Entertainment t-shirt, the Sidekick Susie Stranger Things shirt. It's a pretty sweet shirt. The Yo Bro Nation swirly shirt. How about I Love Yo Face Sidekick Susie t-shirt? Ooh. Or the Rainbow Sidekick Susie shirt. Yeah. Also, this exclusive limited time offer, we got a Forever Serenity special sale! Look at that. Isn't that pretty cool? I think it's pretty awesome. Hope for Ambi special sale. Help support a friend who really needs the help. 3 different t-shirt designs. We got the Hope for Ambi Black Angel t-shirt. The Hope for Ambi Do You Want to Beat Up Cancer t-shirt. Wow, that's pretty nice. So yes, shop with us now at TeePublic.com/YoBroNation. Get all your shirts. Stay safe, stay healthy, and above else, join the nation.